Yo, what is up guys, JBlockSec here, where today I'm going to show you how to make a sci-fi hallway, quick and easy, in Blender 2.9. So, I did make another video about things like this, but it was or a hallway for specifically a Star Trek style hallway, but it was a more advanced thing. This is going to be a lot less advanced, it'll be much easier to do, so let's just get right into it. So first we're just going to get rid of this stuff, but we're going to make it out of the default cube. So we're going to select the default cube, and I feel like, yeah, we'll scale it on the y-axis. To maybe, let's just start with like right about here. So, yeah, we'll just scale the y to about 8. Then we're going to go straight into edit mode, so you can just hit tab. Go to select face select, and then select shift click both of these faces. As soon as you do that, hit X and delete faces. Perfect. Then we're going to go back into object mode, hit the period key to focus on specifically the cube, or well, the rectangle here, I guess. I guess it still counts the cube. Then hit modifier, click bevel wherever it is. Perfect. And then I want to make it to probably, I don't want a multi-segment bevel. Actually, yeah, I think that maybe 1.2. Then hit apply. And make sure you did hit apply, because if you didn't hit apply, then you stupid. Then add a solidify modifier and bring the thickness up to 0.05 and hit apply. Then what we're going to do is going to hit Shift D to duplicate it. We're going to actually make that duplicate a little bit larger. And then we're going to scale the Y down insanely, right about here. Yeah, I think that's perfect. We can scale it back down and bring it more to the front. So let's move it more, maybe right about here. Then we can mess with the add another solidify modifier to that and increase it immensely. So it's just slightly, like it's, so the outside's just slightly larger, and it's increased to right about here, and it's looking good, maybe bring it down to there, 0.1, and hit apply. Now we can get rid of this cube, and then you see it's kind of got this double edge thing going, which is exactly what I want. So because if I add the cube, it looks better that way. At least I think it does. Alright, next. So we could texture, we could do stuff like that right now, which actually that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I feel like texturing it now. So let's just go straight into look dev mode. I'm gonna select the main hallway, get rid of the arch. Go to, well, you could just split this open. I feel like going to the shading tab up here, and then what I'm gonna do with the world options is I'm just gonna get rid of scene. Actually, no. Yeah, add scene lights if I wanted to. Strength can stay the same. World opacity though will be non-existent. Perfect. Okay, so this is what I want. So what I want to add is a let's go for a let's get a I'm gonna get a reference image. I'm gonna base this off of a Star Trek ship. Alright, there we go. There's my reference image. I'm gonna base it kinda off, this is not gonna be like just a color scheme, off of the USS Voyager's hallway, because I've always loved this design. I always thought it was cool. But this is just gonna be a simple version of it. So let's actually, I can just grab even the colors and just grab the wall color to maybe that shade. The roughness isn't really necessary. Yes, it is. I'm gonna copy the hex. And then I'm gonna go add a noise texture, so there's a little bit of like variance in there. Let's grab color ramp, plug the color ramp into the base color, plug this color, or make the white into the gray. And then go to bring the factor into the fractor, and it's gonna look like this. This is not what you want, but we're gonna scale it up to about 500, and then it's gonna look like this. Then we're gonna increase the detail to max, and then bring in the roughness just a bit, so then you still have that little texture if you look nice and close at it. And then you can mess with distortion if you wanted to, but I'm just gonna leave it at 0. And that's what I have. This is what I want. Looking good. And then, yeah, that's exactly what I need. That's all I need. And I mean, you could make these little things indents and stuff like that, but that's not what we're focusing on. We're focusing on a quick and easy version. But if you want me to make an entire an entire tutorial on how to do this section, then I will totally make a tutorial on how to make a corridor just like this. So now let's select the cube here. This ain't using that material. It's coming out with new material. I'm gonna call it the arches. That's probably not how you spell arches, but whatever. And this one's gonna be mainly metallic, so we'll choose a slightly lighter gray. Make it completely metallic, though. I mean, maybe bring down the specular and then the roughness up a bit. But I am going to copy this entire thing. Actually, I'm just gonna take this and copy it, and then switch over here and paste it, bring it into base color, but bring the color up a bit. Perfection. That's looking, I didn't mean to bring it all the way up. Maybe bring it down a little bit. Looking good, looking good. But here we can mess with the color ramp a bit more. We can allow a little bit more roughness in it, so it has more of a like stylized look because it's metal. So maybe I'll bring it to like right about there. No, a bit too much. That works perfectly. Exactly what I need. And then we'll start working more on the actual thing here. So I actually have like LCARs, which is the name of the Star Trek computers. I have actual video footage for that to like stick into panels here. So yeah, but if you don't have that, you can download them from anywhere, or you can make your own, which I have a tutorial video on how to make your own control panel, which I can totally just smack in here if I wanted to. But let's go into object mode. We're gonna select here. We're gonna hit I to inset the faces. It's right about there. We're gonna scale it. Or not scale it. We're gonna scale the Z, so it's right about there, and we'll bring it up to probably someone's height, right about there. And then, I mean, if you didn't want to like do it for each of these, you could just cut half of this, delete this half, and then put a mirror modifier to make it a lot easier. But so what we're going to do here is we're going to pretty much hit E to extrude it, and then extrude it just slightly. And that looks good. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna make a custom shader for that specific panel. So you're gonna hit add material, hit assign, make a new, and call it glass. And so yeah, make sure it's still assigned. And then what we're gonna do is go to shading, hit the period key just to select this. Let's get out of object mode. We're gonna delete this principled BSDF, hit add, and type in glass BSDF and transparent BSDF. Then type in mix shader, and then click like add the mix shader node. I'm just gonna bring this over a bit. The glass on top and the transparent on bottom. Then make the roughness of the glass right about there. And that's all I'm gonna really do, and then you can mess with the factors and stuff like that. We'll find out when I actually import the footage. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go right here, go Control C, is it Control C? No, not Control C, Control S. What am I? What's the I'm trying to remember the key map. Input. Navigation. Whatever, hold on 1 second. Alright, I need to remember my shortcuts. So, if you hit Control S, no, that's safe. Shift S, I hit cursor to selected, so the cursor would be right. Oh, well, never mind. Okay. Shift S, cursor to selected. So then it's right here to the origin of this selected point. So what we're gonna do is go Shift A, it images as planes. Now a thing will show up. You won't see it right now, but if I go to my thing, let me quickly find the video of. Let's just choose a random L cars like this one. It will have this show up, and sure, yeah, neural cortex monitor is necessary. Oh, I forgot to do one thing. No, I didn't. Just go here to base color and make sure it's set to cyclic so it goes on, continues. I'm gonna set this to 500 frames, but it should move like this. Yeah, it should actually work and move and do cool stuff like that. But so what I'm gonna do here is hit RZ90, enter RY90, enter, and then we're gonna bring it GX into the actual, into the area of where this is going to be. I'm gonna bring it out in front just a little bit, just so I can, just while I try to fit this in. So scale it down, and then hit GX, and then GZ. Perfect, that's looking good. Then I'm gonna hit GX and bring it behind this just slightly. And then we're gonna go back to shading. Oh, something I forgot to do is hit blend mode alpha. You have to have alpha blend and then make sure shadow mode is off. And then you can mess with this slightly. So then it still looks like there's actual glass in front of it. So it looks like it's actual part of the thing. Like it actually has glass in front of it and it's not just a video. Which in reality is just a video. And that's something quick and easy you can do. It's not too hard. And it really works pretty easy. And you can watch the entire sequence go through. And I can add, like, if I wanted to add a light. And it will actually, like, it should reflect slightly. Yeah, so it should reflect, which it does. So it looks like it's actually a part of it, and it's indented slightly in, so it looks pretty decent. Oh, something you do need to do is turn on ambient occlusion. Do not turn on bloom, but turn on screen space reflections. What you want to do with that is turn on refraction and turn off half res trace. So then it actually traces at full quality. I'm actually having second thoughts about the color of the arches. Let's bring it up to a better color. More chipper color. So more of that. I think that looks pretty good. Now let's make this an area light. And then just hit G, Z, and we'll just scale it up in general. And then just scale the Y insanely. Hit GY, bring it just above it. And GZ and bring it back in. So it fills the entire hallway. And then, actually I'll bring it down just slightly. It makes the lighting a little bit fragmenty. Something that you could do is not this, but just hit, actually delete this. And then just copy and paste this. Yes, something easy. You can just hit Shift D, hit Y, bring it really far in, Shift D, hit Y, bring it in, Shift D, hit Y, bring it in, and perfect. Now you got a few of these. And something you actually should do is like add an area lamp above each arch, and that's it. So like, let's hit Shift A, light area, bring it up. So really, really close to right about there. Then scale the Y to fit the actual thing here, and scale the X to fit that to there. Then click here, and it should look decent. I would kick it up to about 15 watts, and then I would do it for each segment. So I would just hit Shift D, Y, and bring it down so it aligns perfectly. Then I'll zoom in, just double check to make sure it did align well. And then hit Shift E and Y. Bring it all the way into the one right there. Looks decent. Shift E and Y. And then bring it to right about there. Looks good. And then, so it doesn't fragment as much. And then maybe you could bring it up to like 20, maybe. Nah, I wouldn't do that. I think that looks good. And then you can add anything else you want, but this is just a simple and easy way to do it. I just wanted to show you something quick and easy, and then you can add on from here. But yeah, that's how you make a quick and easy sci-fi hallway or corridor that has working videos, and this is just a simple way to do it. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please like and subscribe and click that little bell to be notified of all my new content. See you guys in the next video. Goodbye.